Bubbling. I'm a designer and a painter from Miami, Florida, and today I'm headed to Kansas City to go to the SpraySeeMo Mural Festival. I'm out of breath from walking pretty much the entire distance of the airport, but still have a little bit to go. Just gonna kind of crash on the flight and start painting as early as possible tomorrow.
Have the most fun time here, okay? Alrighty then. And you too.
Oh, I will.
Oh, you too. I mean to tell you, when you get out there, you live.
Now I really owe it to that flight attendant. I gotta get out there, I gotta kill it. Driving around Kansas City now. I am looking for my spot. It has this crazy airplane, so I've seen this from a distance. This wall looks pretty good. It's not too tall. I might be able to do it all from either just a small ladder, but it's a little more visible than I thought from the pictures. But what I didn't expect is I've got this like weird little divot up here on the roof that I basically am in my own world up here. It's gonna be awesome. Luckily I got this sprayer. I've never used one of these before. Just gonna mess around and have some fun with it. Yeah, gonna get the background done now. There's a storm rolling in, so hopefully I can get that done. I need to stop wasting time and get to it. Okay, got the background in there pretty good. The storm's coming in a little bit, and I'm a little weary about starting to paint early with it. So I'm gonna take a break and get my sketch together. I've probably done the least amount of preparation for this wall, but I'm gonna take some time to prepare it, lay it out on the wall. And what's good about the fact I didn't totally finish this is I can use those little scratchy marks as like reference points for the sketch, so I don't have to make some kind of grid or squiggle system. I should be good and just feel it out from there. All that I really prepared going into this was that I wanted to do a big giant squid sprawling across the top of it. Kind of had the image in my head, but I pulled up a bunch of references online of a handful of different squids, whether they're illustrations or pictures, that had different elements that I liked, to kind of collage them all together within the space, so I'd know that it's going to work out, and I didn't have to worry about proportions or anything here, more just blocking the big sections that matter. Then I could see to know that it's going to make sense within this kind of weird wall. I also went and took pictures of every section of the wall, or once I finished buffing it, so that I could stitch them all together and use that as kind of a blueprint or a grid for the overall concept. Then I took my collage, started kind of tracing parts of it, and then once that didn't really make any more sense, just going with the flow of it. So I'm looking at my phone the entire time with that same image, so I know, as I'm going through it, I know where reference points on the wall are that matter. So I can see where this window is about where this top of the head cuts down, or underneath this big beam up top is where this main thing is. The way that I paint makes it very forgiving, and it doesn't have to be exact. As long as I can get the main sections correct enough, the colors and the flow will make it work from there. In there, the sketch is looking good. Storm is now pretty close, but this is way ahead of where I wanted to be. And maybe I'll get some colors done before the storm, but if not, good break time. Alright, day 2 starting. I don't feel too bad about dragging a little bit. Last night there was also a good amount of partying that went on, because this year SpraySeeMo, Jason and Amy really did such an amazing job setting it up. It's all week long. Every single night there's events. Last night was Secret Walls, which is the 90-minute team illustration live mural black and white battle. It's always so much fun, one of my favorite events. So today, dragging a little bit, but I'm going to go over to the main headquarters where all the equipment and everything is. Got breakfast over there. Hopefully I didn't already miss it. This is the headquarters where we got tons of food for us, all paint. It's just insane what they pulled off this year. Thanks to the sponsorship from CBD American Shaman, Cobra Paint, Herc Reynolds, the Four Hands Brewing Company, everything was so taken care of this year. Right, so back at the wall, and I cannot believe how much I got done yesterday. I got so in the zone, and like, my plan was just, if I can get one color done, I'd be happy, but I got 2.5. Just like, everything here has been so smooth and awesome. Everybody at the Roasterie has been so helpful, giving me extra supplies, coffee. Their coffee and food is amazing. I think a detail that now I can't mess it up from here on out. I added some little like subtle yellow highlight throughout the top of it, because what that does for me is like it kind of implies shading using little bits of light color to like bring it out. And I'm gonna keep going around it, kind of fading down. All done for day 2. I have a fair amount to go. I just got to add some details, and then the water, and then the boat, and some other, I guess I have plenty to go. And then tonight there's a concert at the Truman Auditorium or Theater, and I think a bunch of people are painting on it. So now I can clean myself up and head over. Since everybody was painting kind of all over the city, the events at night were probably my favorite part. Getting to hang out with everybody, all the friends I've met, make more friends. Got to even hang out with this guy, who's probably the big reason that I started making these videos in the first place.
We've been having a great time. It's been super hot, but we got a lot of murals done. It's been super rad. I'm gonna catch you guys later.
Now I'm gonna keep roaming to another spot. Check out some Kansas City jazz. Rolling pretty deep with everybody out here. Day 3 of painting. I'm in a better spot than I even remember from last night. I think because I was working at night, couldn't really get the full picture of it. So I'm really gonna add maybe just a few of the interior lines. I don't think I need to add them for everything, because you're never gonna see this wall up close ever. And everything looks pretty solid from here. Gonna add some shading with spray paint, add some background water. Such a prominent spot. There's a wedding party that just showed up to take pictures, and as I was like taking a step back to look at it, and now they're gonna go up and film on there. I'm gonna make a last minute decision here, and I'm not gonna do that boat over there. I think everything about it reads fine without it. I feel like I will just get in my head trying to get the perspective or something right about it that doesn't necessarily even need to be there. It's already clear this is a giant squid. I'm gonna buff that thing out, add a few more details, and that's it.
right, I'm totally done. I'm so pumped on this one. Such a weird spot that actually ended up working out so well. Everybody here was super awesome, like an amazing spot to paint, and like a community fixture too, which is great. Like all the neighborhood has been coming through with awesome stuff to say. It's only been just like unreal this whole time. I'm done, and now I can actually enjoy myself, and I still have another day to actually see everybody else and not just run through the airport, which is great, and I'm so pumped about it.
Major thank you to Jason and Amy for putting this all together. All the amazing volunteers, Bethany, Alex, Mandy, Diana, Brandon, Brett. Hope I'm not forgetting anybody, but also the sponsors, CBD American Shaman, Herc Reynolds, Forehand Brewing Company. This really was an unbelievable week, such an awesome experience, and I hope I get to be back there next year with you guys.